Hi, it's Beep here from Growing Vegetables with Beep. I'm just going to sow some asparagus seed and show you how simple it really is. The ones I'm sowing are asparagus purple, Pacific purple. You probably can't read it, but that's what they are. So let's get on. So I've got 3 little trays. I've just filled them up. Good trick is to just, when you filled one up, to put the other one on top, and then you get a little slight indentation, which makes a good bed for the seed. So I've done that to all 3, and then I'm going to get my seeds ready. So you can see the seeds like little pellets, and each one will go in each cell. These are 8, 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. 8. And there's, let's have a look how many seeds there are. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I want to keep them all together, I'm going to put 2, because there's 10 seeds, 2 in each one. Then I'm going to label it and water them and bring them inside to start growing. I'm also going to sow some other ones. This one is Guelph Millennium. There's actually a few more in this seed packet, so I'm going to do exactly the same. I've got ready packed compost in here, and I'm going to place 1 seed in each one. And there's 5 more, so I'll put these in each cell, because I've got one other one ready. So that's as simple as that. I'm going to cover each one with a slight bit of compost. I'll show you. I've got a handful of compost, and you just slightly cover so you can't see the seedling, and that way they can start to grow. So I'm going to bring these inside to start off, because it's warm inside, and I can keep an eye on them, and I'll show you what happens when they start growing. That's it. Some asparagus plants that are a little bit older than, they're now about a month after they've started coming up. These are now a month old, and I'm going to now transplant them into small pots. So you've got to make sure that they're loose before you pull them out. Squeeze the bottom, and then the plant should come out. Here's one of them, and here's the root. I'm now going to plant it in one of these pots. You just make a little room for the plant to go in, and I will water them in a minute. This is where the asparagus will be for another year. So this one's got 2. Put 2 seeds in. I split them up. Put 1 in here. And make sure it's nice and straight. They're not as difficult as some people think they are. They just, when you grow them on again, they just prefer very clean ground. They don't like any weeds. But we're not at that stage yet. We're just at splitting these little beauties up and giving them each room to grow into bigger ones, so that I can plant them next year. Of course, you have to wait. Just room to, but it's quite fulfilling to think that you've grown them from seed, because bare roots aren't cheap. I mean, I saw some that were for 50 plants, it was 50 roots, it was £65. So this is a much cheaper way of growing them. Just saw after removing these that there's one still coming up. They look very small. They actually look like a strand of grass when they first come up. So I'll let that one grow a bit bigger before I move it on. Planted them all up. There's 14 in here and 11 in here. And I'm now going to water them. I use my trusty watering can of my milk bottle. It's slightly warmed water purely because they're young, they've been transplanted and they need a bit of extra care. I'll let these grow for a few months before, if they start growing too big for the pots, I will transplant them into bigger pots so that the root keeps growing. And that should be it then, before they get planted into a raised bed or wherever you want to plant them. Hope you find that interesting.